Well, hello. Is it recording? I don't know. But hello, this is a tutorial video. I My friends wanted this, so I'm making it. It's a tutorial on how to do lighting. Yes. So what is lighting used for? Used for well, you see here, you have like it looks like two PNGs but on a random background because that's exactly what this image is. But if you use lighting, you can make the image look like look like it's a part of the background. So yeah, that's what I use lighting for. So instead of just a PNG, it becomes a more fancy looking PNG that looks like it's actually a part of the image, like the this Mimikyu PNG is actually there. So yeah, that's what I'm teaching here today. This is my first tutorial, so it's not going to be good. So yeah, we have our tests, like the example. We're going to make this fit into this image. So there are a few things you should know when you're doing lighting. Like you need to know the light source, so basically where the light comes from. And in this random image, it's coming from here. Wait, let me just make it a little. It's coming from that direction. Well, actually, it's going more like this. So yeah, I'm sorry, I am not good at making arrows, but yeah. So since the light comes from that direction, you need to make the the light come from that part. So how to do that? Well, first you uh, make a new layer. My program doesn't have clipping, so I need to copy this whole image, like, and uh, put it on glow. And if you have clipping, you just clip whatever layer you're going to use for. You just wait. No, how do I explain clipping? I never used it, but you just make a new layer for clipping, so it only like really affects the yeah, the objects, which for me is the skip bloom. But yeah, it's a glow layer. And to know, oh wait, you see what color this is? It's like orangey, so the color you need to use for the light, it needs to be yellow or orange. But we first do orange, so you just go around the thing, like the not like outline, no, not I, just go around it like a bit like that, but like orange because you can see the light here. It's orange, so we need to use orange. It doesn't have to look good because this is the first stage of like lighting, and it's just to get to basically know what you need to do. And Since that's lighting, you now have to do the shadows. And for shadows, you need to use a multiply layer. Uh, and that also has to clip to the thing you're going to use the lighting at. So once you have the multiply layer, wait, oh, so once you have the multiply layer, you have to look at the shadows. And for lighting, you have colors the shadows are. And in this image, you can see here in the snow that it's blue. So basically, just copy that color and you just go around the thing, like you just cover the whole thing in the shadows. Yeah, I didn't do the clipping correctly. Hold on. Eh. And you can see now that we need to put it a bit darker on. You can see it here also. It becomes a darker blue. So yeah, just darken the whole thing. So yeah, that's basically how you do it. You just copy the colors of the background and use those to shade the thing. Like you can do it like however you want. Basically, just use the background as a guide for the colors, and it should work. The most important things is like where knowing where the light source is and using that, and just keep working. So so the image looks like it's actually there and not just a PNG but on a random image. The most important thing is just knowing where the light would be, and easiest way to like figure that out is by looking at the light source itself, since you can see that like this would be affected. So the you need to put like light on those the light on that part, and the rest would be like covered in shadows. Normally, something I would like to do is like, oh, like make the eyes visible, but that's like personal preference. You don't have to do that. And just like keep adding light and shadows until you think it's like fully done. Yeah, I think this is this close enough? I'm not sure. But yeah, that's basically how lighting works. You just use the colors from the background because then it would fit fit in better. And you just keep adding more shadows and light until you think it's done. Eh, like it isn't really a real sign that shows like, oh, you added enough. You just have to keep going until you think it's done. That's basically how art works. Like I know that this isn't the most helpful tutorial, but you know, it should work. Yeah, just uh, just keep going. Like at first it looks bad, but just the far the longer you work, the better it's going to look. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Like if it's too much, you added too much lighting or something, you can just lower the oh god, I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Oh, no, I'm not. You can just do that.